Okay, so this is Module 5 based off of collections. So pretty much what collections are used for is used to store and manipulate groups of different objects. So pretty much how this was done for this project was I created a I was going to be doing a national spelling bee. So pretty much the user would enter 8 different words that they would like to have within this year's national spelling bee, and then we'll use that list of different words to do different functions with it as well. So pretty much, as you can see, in order to do some of these actions that was required, you first have your import array list, collections, as well as list as well, which is going to be they're used within the actual code. You also needed the scanner and comparator as well to be imported, since it requires actual user input and will have different sorting that was done based off of custom sorting that I chose. And we also utilize the arrays right here as well, since we are converting from an array back into a list, which was another requirement for this project. So we first began right here, declaring our class spelling bee. We also had a list right here, so we just went over a little bit about what a list actually is and what an array list is to have a better understanding of it. We had a loop so the user would be able to enter the 8 different pieces of data, and it also wouldn't be able to have duplicates. There would be no case sensitivity, so whether you wrote the word magic all lowercase, so if you wrote magic with a capital M, it would still show that there was an error, and it can't allow that. And it also had to make sure that whatever was entered was one word. So as you can see right here, this is the loop that we ended up making in order for the user to enter the 8 different words. We also utilize a scanner right here, which is used to actually read the words that are inputted, so it can later do the checks and search for it later on within the code. So that's just another way for it to actually read and understand what was inputted by the user. Next, we would then validate that the user entered exactly one word and not and didn't have any empty spaces within what they entered. And we also have a case sensitivity check as well. And then this is pretty much so right here, as you can see, if there was an error based off of what the user inputted, then it would display this message right here that the word is already in the list. So if it was a duplication, it would display this right here. And then, okay, so once after all of that was passed through, then it would display, once it reached this 8 different words from the user, it would then go to this part right here where it says, here's the list of words that will be used for this year's spelling bee. And then it will display the words right here. Right here, we have a for loop in order to display the printed. So pretty much what we're going to do for this section is we're going to display the total amount of words that was entered, which was 8. And then we're going to also display the longest and the shortest words as well. And then right here, it's just a actual header. So the header for this portion would be called list printed. And then right here, so this is going to display the longest word, and it's going to be based off of the actual amount of characters. So the word has each letter within a word is a character. So for this portion, it's going to display the longest. This portion is going to actually display the shortest. And then these are the actual statements that are going to be displayed before it shows the actual word that satisfies these. And then as we go on, we're then also going to have a different list. So we're going to print the words based off of alphabetical order. And as you can see right here, that this section right here is just the header again. So pretty much everything with the dashes are just the header for it. But this is the actual statement that's going to be displayed, and then it's going to show the words printed alphabetically. And then here is the assorted version of the words from longest to shortest again. And then this is the shuffle list. So pretty much this is just going to be a random shuffle of the words that was inputted from the user. Right here is going to be the actual. So this is going to be whatever the shuffled list was. This is going right here. This is going to print the opposite way of it. So for example, if the 3 words, well, it's 8 words, but let's say if it was 3 words and it was run, short, long, this section right here, the verse, will be long, short, run. And then right here is just going to rotate the positions of it as well. So pretty much within the list, each word is given a certain position. So based off the first list that was generated, whatever was the 5th word or the 6th, whatever was the 5th word listed within the list that the user first created, then once it gets to this portion right here, the rotated list, then that position is then going to move 3 spots to the right. So it's not going to be the 8th word listed. And then right here, we're just converting the list to an array for this portion right here. So the to array makes a real string, and so we can show array output separately from the list. So that's pretty much what this portion right here is. And then this is just some more comments in order for better understanding. Then right here, we actually will turn it back to the convert the array back into an actual list and output it. So that's what this section right here is going to be for. And then finally, at the end, we actually have a search method as well. So it will display into the word you'd like to search for. And if the word that the person wants to search for was actually listed, then it will also show the location of where it was, the location of where the word was in the first list that they inputted. And if it wasn't shown, or if they never entered that word, then it will say that this word could not be found. And then right here, the index part is the actual positioning of the word. So just to show how everything ended up working. Right here. Oh, and this was just for part 10 of the actual requirements. But to show how it actually works. Oh. Okay. So let's say the first word was, so I'm going to show kind of like how some of the ways that it makes sure that it has certain properties. So let's say short, and then once again, if we was to spell it the same way, let's say that word was already used. If I was to spell it this way, it'll still say it was used. So it was it's not actually taking neither one of these 2 shorts right here. It's not taking neither one of them, so it still only currently has this 1 short right here. So magic, nice, lost, gained, teacher, okay, let me scroll up. I can't actually. Okay. So as you can see right here, it first says, here's a list of the words that will be used for this year's spelling bee, and then it displays everything right here. So there's nothing that has been done to the actual list yet. It's just displaying everything within the actual array. So right here you have your short right here, the one that was actually able to be read and used. So you have your short, then magic, nice, lost, and gain, teacher, music, and living. We then printed this list once again within the actual list form. So once again, it's all just the same thing. It's just actually within a list this one time. And then it also displays the total amount of entries. So since right here, you was put in 8 words, the total amount of entries will be 8. It also shows the longest entry. So once again, the 7 characters are based off the actual letters. So teacher TEACHER are 7 letters, so it has the longest. And since nice has 4, then that was considered the shortest as well. And then once again, we print the list alphabetically. So this is the same list that I just entered the 8 letters, but this time it's actually being listed alphabetically, but based off the first letter. And then once again, custom sorted from longest to shortest. So the teacher was given the longest amount of characters. So as you can see, teacher, game, living, magic, music, and short, lost, and nice. Right here is a shuffled version of this. So pretty much it just shuffled around the same amount of words and just placed them in a random order. And then based off of, and right here is the actual reverse shuffle list. So as you can see, nice within the shuffle list, nice was the last word, but for this one, it would be the first one, and then lost king was the second to last for the shuffle, but this time it's the second. So it's pretty much just the reverse of it. And then a rotated list right here. So everything, like I said, stated recently, everything moved 3 positions to the left. So teacher in this list, it would be the 6th position, since you have 8 different letters, well, 8 different words. And since we moved everything 3 spots to the right, now teacher would be considered to be number in the first place, and then magic would be here, and then living would be here, and then it's pretty much just moved everything over 3 spots to the right. Then we have our array output from toArray right here, and then we have our list output, which is converted back from the actual array. And then as you can see right here, it allows to enter a word that you would like to search for. So I'm gonna just say magic. So magic was actually located at index 1, and based off of everything, um, hmm, it had it listed as index 1, but yeah, so it just says where the actual was index found. For some reason I can't figure out this actual section that it was here for here, but yeah, so it just shows the actual index of where it was found. Um, and yeah, that's my project.